Okay, today we're going to be doing something similar to what I've done before. If you look at one of my previous videos, you'll see burrito bowls, which were meatless. This time we're going to add chicken to them. And it's going to go off this recipe. It's loosely based on this recipe that I found. It's called 0 Point Chicken Burrito Bowls. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The recipe calls for a pound of chicken breast cut into strips, or you can get pre-cooked. I'm going to do several pounds, and this is just regular old chicken breast, and I'm going to cut mine into cubes instead of strips. I think that's better for the burrito bowls, you know, because you get a piece in each bite, so I feel like that's better. So I've already cut up most of it. Right now I'm cutting up last little half. I think I've cut up about, and I'll show you in just a second, it's about five chicken breasts. They weren't really extra large, but they weren't small, so kind of medium size. So I'm not sure how many pounds that is. I don't think each breast was a pound, so it's not like it was 5 pounds worth of chicken. 3 to 4 maybe. So let me get this out of the way. Let me wash my hands. If you're dealing with chicken, you have to wash your hands. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, here's the chicken cut into cubes. I'm going to go ahead and put the seasonings in here. Alright, we're going to start with the chili powder. And it says to put 2 teaspoons per 1 pound. I'm going to do 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, that was chili powder. And then cumin, we're going to do 3 instead of 1, which is what it calls for. So it's 1, 2, 3. Garlic powder calls for 1 teaspoon. I'm going to do 3. And I'm going to kind of make them a little bit heaping on that. Let's see, onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon, so I need to do 1.5 teaspoons. So there's 1 and about 1/2. Paprika is also 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to do 1 1/2. 1 and 1/2. Then it says 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. We're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Get that ready. And about 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to try to just go under just a little bit, because we did use onion powder and it kind of makes it salty. Alrighty. So what you need to do is when you put it on your chicken, you need to kind of stir it up, make sure it's well combined. I'm just going to use my hands, try to make sure it gets all in there. Because sometimes even with a spoon, it just doesn't do it justice. And if you wanted to, you could probably put it in a Ziploc bag and shake it up like that. And coat all your pieces. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put them in a hot skillet. You can use oil or you don't have to. It's a 0 Point Weight Watchers. I believe it's a Weight Watchers recipe. So they use cooking spray instead of oil. But we're not doing Weight Watchers, so we just try to find some. Oops. Okay, so they look like they're just about every piece is pretty much coated, so that means I got my measurements just about correct. So it's probably about 3 pounds worth of meat, maybe 3 1/2. Alright, then after this, all you got to do is put it in the skillet, fry it up, and then assemble the rest of your burrito bowls. I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so the meat is all finished, so I'm going to show you real quick how to assemble one of these burrito bowls. Again, you can use whatever seasoning you want to on the chicken. I would think even taco seasoning would probably work. Well, we did go by the recipe and follow the recipe. We tried our best. So first thing is we'll put some rice as our foundation. And put some lettuce. Not much, just a little. Okay. Some tomatoes. Okay, so then the next thing is I have some black beans that I seasoned. Just your favorite chili type seasoning. This has got cumin, onion powder, and chili powder, I think, on it. That. And then we'll get some of the chicken. Just a few pieces. You don't want tons and tons of chicken. We got beans for protein. So there's that. So far we got rice, we got beans, we got lettuce, tomato, meat, and last few things is a little bit of cheese and sour cream. And that's it.